England Truth Outlet, P&P News, doing a First Amendment audit on the Gardner Police Station. Looks like a nice facility there. I wonder who paid for that. I'll bet you a lot of students.
Love that. Okay, Penny News here in the city of Gardner, Massachusetts. We're at the Gardner Police headquarters. And we're going to come in here and do a First Amendment audit, see if they respect our rights to film in public. We got the goat across the street. All right. As you can see, this is a huge facility that they built. It's amazing how much money they've spent so far putting up this brand new headquarters. The old station used to be a fourth of this size, and they had probably 6 cruisers, 8 cruisers. But now you can see they have a huge facility, brand new. It must have cost the taxpayers a lot of money. So let's just see if we can get some good shots here. Looks like they've got,
I apologize, guys, about the
lots of beautiful bushes, well manicured trees, and it's very, very expensive. Oh, we must be writing a lot of tickets. Yeah, here you can drop off medications, the drop box. Over here. You can drop over here as well. All right, let's take a look inside. Wow, we got an elevator. It was opened in 2015.
We are inside the station, doing our little filming. Really nice police station.
And there's the contact information for the station right here.
Bought for by the residents of this town.
Can I help you?
No, thank you.
And this is a public posting on the wall.
And we are filming
pamphlets.
the interior of the police station. How you doing, officer? Can I ask you your name, sir?
This is where you can get information.
Nice to meet you, Pedro. Nice to meet you. Staying safe today? Hopefully. Good. Have a good day.
So you can see it's a very nice lobby.
So the TV who's making all the...
Hi guys, how can I help you?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name, Bachelor?
My name is Sergeant Shapiro. I'm the shift
Sergeant.
supervisor. Yep.
Oh, very good.
How can I help you guys?
Nice to meet you.
Nice
we
to
didn't
meet
ask
you.
for help, but...
Well, you're in my station lobby.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate
Yeah, you're my station
we're doing
lobby.
a story on the town.
Oh, okay. What kind of story?
It's our station lobby too, just so you know.
It's, well, yeah, you're right,
We're independent
but I'm in
journalists.
charge of the station
I appreciate
today,
it, and I
so I
appreciate
just want to make sure everything's
Sure.
okay.
Yep.
So is there, do you need?
Everything's great.
No,
yeah.
everything's fine.
Okay.
Just out videotaping. I'm doing a story on the town.
Okay. Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm from New England Truth. I'm an independent journalist, so is he.
Okay.
And I came down to support him. He's a local, like you said, a local. I'm from out of town, and we just wanted to check up and see how our money's being spent and what people are doing, and you know how you got this nice building, and
Yeah, it's
it looks very nice, by the way.
very
nice.
We also have a really nice community action center. Would you like to see that?
Is that in this facility?
Yeah.
A community action.
Well, it's a
center?
community function room. It's a community meeting room. We have they do voting in there. We do blood drives in there. We do training in there. They hold
this
classes in there.
There's more than this building.
Well,
for
it's
police station.
it's an addition in the building. I could show you that if you like too. That public comes in and out of there all the time.
Really?
Seems really hospitable. Very nice, sir.
Well, I can't take you anywhere else, but I can take you in there.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Trefiro.
Trefiro.
With a T.
Very nice.
Well,
Very
I
nice.
can show you that. Sure.
Sure thing. It's okay to
We're
videotape?
we're proud of our station, so I don't have.
You seem to be devoid of a lot of the stigma that I'm usually used to associated with when it comes to police officers. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Come on in.
Thank you.
hopefully our
Oh, this
lights
is
aren't,
very nice.
our lights aren't behind us. Hopefully I can turn them on for you. But
Well, as long as you're paying your bills.
let's see. Well, they have on a timer so they don't stay on accidentally.
Oh, this is nice.
Wow. Hey.
I see.
So this, you got, you can do video presentations and.
All right, so folks, we have a Citizens Academy here at the Gardner Police Station. Can you tell us a little bit about what that means? What that means?
Actually, it's a class they put on to give the citizens kind of like a taste on what police work's all about. It just is it's a brief glance. I want to say it's a 10 or 12-week program. We might have an old flyer behind the counter that I can give you.
Is that more of a recruitment thing? Is that what that? No, so it's more of an
we've got
informative.
all ages.
So it's just for information purposes.
That's it. We
Communication.
It's all. We have all ages that have attended these
Bring the
classes.
community closer to.
Yeah, sure. Answer some questions. See what we kind of do. Get a station tour. They touch bases on. They touch bases on like drug investigations, field training for police officers, domestic violence. There's a whole handful of things. Like I said, I could look behind the counter. We might have an old flyer. It might.
Well, let's say I ask a question. Let's say this gentleman was arrested in this town, and I wanted a concern because maybe he got assaulted. Could I bring that up in this type of forum, other than say
I think it's
report?
it's not more of a one-on-one thing. It's more of an
not.
information thing. If there's somebody's a victim, of
Sure.
course we want to protect their identity, and then I'm sure we would be able to handle that on a one-on-one basis.
Right. So, but that's not what this is for.
No, that's not what
This is a general,
this is a
informative
Citizen
kind of
Police
thing.
Academy, and they come in and they have, I think it's like 2 hours a night, once a week. So again, I'm the shift supervisor. Usually that's community policing function. I'm not really in the community policing function
Sure.
of the station. I'm more of the street supervisor.
policing,
So, like I said, we got flyers behind the counter. I might be able to dig you up an old one. And that'll actually spell out what it does.
Sure, I'd love to see it.
That's
and is
probably-
that something you have to pay for, or is it
No,
free?
it's free.
Totally free.
It's very free.
Now, what days do you usually hold those on?
Well, they only hold them. The last class was like what's it, May? Again, you're asking somebody. I'm only going by what I remember on the flyers. So I want to say they're like 8 to 10 weeks. They hold them usually about once a year. They
Now, is
just
that
have
posted on the Gardner website?
posted on our Facebook page,
Facebook, okay.
right, and in the station lobby. They hand out flyers.
That's Gardner Mass at Facebook kind of thing.
Yeah, Gardner Police Department on our
Okay,
Facebook
So it's
page.
Gardner Police Department?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We put all sorts of information on there. Streets closed, classes being held, community policing functions, promotions and stuff like that. There's all sorts of things.
And notice you don't have a body cam on, do you? Does your
No, I don't. No, we don't have them here.
department does not have
No,
body
we don't
cams?
have them here. Okay. No, sir.
Nice station, no body cams. Wow.
Yeah, they're not that
I figured
expensive. I'm
that, you know,
surprised that towns don't. Everybody doesn't have them
Yeah.
nowadays.
I know they're in the works.
They
Not
are?
here. No, I can't say for here. I mean, they're all over the country.
Sure.
We just don't have them.
You know, there's concerns with some of the citizens saying they're being abused and they have no body cam footage of what happened, so there's
Yep.
no accountability. So a lot of people are saying that, you know, police should wear and have them on at times when they're in active duty.
Yep.
When they're serving the public. So, yeah, I just wanted to know. That's good information too.
Yep. Sure.
For sure.
And just a general question. I know you can't be that specific, but your town, in comparison to say other towns, just some eyes. Do you have a lot of complaints? Do you have a lot of issues with police officers and community dissension?
Well,
there seems to be a huge problem in the country. That's why we're here.
Well, I'd hate to give you bad information.
I don't want it.
I'm
I don't want
not
it.
in that loop. I'm a
Sure.
street supervisor. I'm not privy to that information. If somebody files a complaint, that's usually at not my level. So not that I don't want to comment on it. I don't have the information to supply you. So I'd hate to give you bad information, either good or
I appreciate
on
it. I
both
work with
sides.
the Colony, New York Police Department, their training department, and
Yep.
working with the police officers, going around the community, doing all these things for many years.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they focused on was that relationship with the community, right? And this is 20, 30 years ago. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed. It has deteriorated to the point of, I got to do something. I got to take time out of my life to do something. When police officers are getting shot in the streets, there's a problem here. So I'm just trying to ask you, is there anything you could offer the public, like what we could do as a public, because when we feel our rights are being violated, to make this better? What can we do?
Just be vigilant. That's all. Just be vigilant. That's all. Protect yourself. Just be vigilant.
So protect our rights and do the best we can,
Sure.
right? Use
Yeah,
the systems that are at hand.
Officers are well trained. Sure. Absolutely.
And you have a training, and does that training program include compassion and, you know, they seem to lack that in the Colony, Albany, New York area. Like,
Well,
they didn't have any human relations.
I can't
kind of
comment
training.
for outside here, but we treat people like we want to be treated.
Very good.
So
That's fair enough.
that's why, you know. So
Very good.
is there anything else? Any other information anything else I could show you? I mean, this is about as far as I could take you in the station.
Well, I appreciate that, what you've done, too.
That's great.
Well, we're
appreciate
proud of
it.
our station, and when you talked about, you know, what about the lobby and stuff like that, just didn't stop there. I mean, we have this nice function room that,
Sure.
and I just wanted to show you exactly
And
what else we
we're
got
here
going
for
on.
transparency and accountability, and
We
to
just
talk
want
to people.
accountability and make sure people are doing the right thing for the community. We want community action. When police are not doing what they're supposed to do, that there is some path that people can take to, you know, file a complaint and have something done about it. Because sometimes their attitudes and their demeanor towards the public has been really horrendous. I mean, to say the least. I've been on the end of that a couple of times, and I wish I had a camera because it would show how bad these people act. And unfortunately, we have to come out here and straighten things out.
Is that
It was one
recent, or is that
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
a number of years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's taken me a long time to get over that. So probably
Okay.
not ever going to get over it.
Now, if you don't mind, since I'm asking, you guys are asking me questions, can I just ask you guys questions? Can I just ask what your names are and what you represent?
I'll give you my first name.
Sure,
I'll
that's-
give you my first name is Tyrone. That's
How do you spell it?
Tyrone.
Tyrone. And what do you represent?
New England Truth.
New England Truth. Okay.
I am an investigative journalist.
Okay. And what's your name, sir? You can give me first name too. That's fine.
I don't wish to give any.
Okay. And I'll tell you what. What do you? Well, I would like a little professional courtesy back since I'm only asking
Well,
for
the
first
idea
name.
is to have rights, and I don't have to answer these questions.
Well, you're right.
That's
You're
the
right.
whole point of it.
But what I'm asking for is just a little courtesy. I mean, because I extended the olive branch to bring you back here and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So.
Oh, we understand that, and the whole idea is that we have rights, and we don't have to answer to our, people that we hire.
So he's going to take a harder stance than I did.
Okay,
I think you can see the difference, right?
Can you Okay.
But you
well,
understand what I'm
But
I'm
he's
going,
right.
I'm going this road because this is the exact point that we have a right to not answer your questions.
Okay.
When we come in contact with you, even on
That's-
traffic stops, you can get our information for the traffic stop. But then after that, there should be professionalism. There should be, courtesy all the way through. And I don't think we've seen that a lot. I've seen so many people out there getting violent.
Well, how about this? How about taking it on a case by case basis? I haven't.
I understand. No,
I haven't
you've
been rude
been
to you or anything
more than
like that.
professional, okay, and I
would
appreciate that.
I extend
I
the
do
olive branch to
appreciate
come
it, sir.
take a look around. So I just asked what your first name was, but can you tell me at least what you represent?
No, I'm really not going to give any more
Okay,
information.
that's fine.
Thank you.
We're going to call this to an end for now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No,
Sure.
you've been great. Thank
No
you
problem.
so much.
Is
And
there-
you have been very professional. I appreciate it.
But before
Yes.
you guys leave, let me see if I have that community policing flyer for the Citizens Academy that you were asking about.
Sure,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Appreciate that.
It's kind of like a classroom, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm not sure if we still have them, but I will take a quick look at it.
Oh, Sweden, how you doing out there in Sweden? Thanks for checking in. We got folks from all over the country, all over the world checking in today.
Hold on one second, John.
I wish I could say something in Sweden. We've had a good interaction so far, no hostilities. I think that there was an attempt by
Penny
the
News,
rights,
we're
but
just going to wait for the information to come out.
Penny News,
And,
took a hard stance.
Like I said, I don't like to take a hard stance, but
He was right.
when you have violations on you, you want to make sure you get all of your rights.
And
You don't want to give any of them away.
I wonder if the microphone's working. Can somebody stand up and see if the
More
mic is
important,
working
it's
on
been
this?
very good. I got to say
Yes,
that
or no, anybody that's out there watching.
these people have done a good job so far.
So far, no rights have been violated. These guys have been pretty hospitable. I don't know, the gentleman that I'm here with, Penny News, he had an issue, so we're here to do a follow-up on that.
It says here
Hearing
that
what
they
he's here to
can
do.
constitutionally frisk us if we enter this facility. That's a good sign. I don't see a ordinance number or anything on there, so that sign needs to go. That says entering this facility is valid consent to screening or inspection. That is not a valid sign. They have
This
to
is
back that
the-
out of the law or some sort of chapter in order to do that.
Some statute, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, gentlemen, I don't have any more flyers, but you could look on our Facebook page because The old flyer is still on the Facebook page.
Okay.
It's just you're gonna have to scroll down.
Now, this sign on the back doesn't have any ordinance or statute
What sign?
associated with it. This one right here. So, is it a stop and frisk if you enter a public space? I don't understand the sign.
This sign?
Yeah, because you can't just post signs that
All right,
are
thank you for responding about the microphone.
that really isn't a valid sign.
That's a valid sign for our department, so.
Because you can't just frisk people that come into a public lobby.
If you're in the lobby right here,
Yeah.
I don't, unless you're a threat to us, there's really no reason for us to do
Exactly.
that. But if you go behind our doors, you don't come back here unless we make sure
It's
that
just
you're safe.
the idea that it should have a statue. When you have signs and it's supposed to be a legal entity sign,
Okay.
it should have some sort of statue or something.
All right, well, thank you for that information.
Yes. Does Richard Brack still work here?
He does, he's the deputy chief.
He is deputy chief.
He is.
Very good.
And deputy chief is highest?
Second highest.
Second
Yep.
highest in command. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good.
All right, gentlemen.
I'll put in the good work.
Thank you, have a great day now.
Thank you, sir.
Take
Have a
care.
good day. That is, I guess, a successful First Amendment audit here in Gardner. However, again, we want to reiterate that the gentleman that is with me
So,
right here,
as you see, we're just going to hang out here a little bit longer and make sure I get the point that we're here to videotape. And
The officer was very cordial, but I think because he knew he was being videotaped, sometimes there could issue that way. So I complimented that, as I should have. But to catch an officer in the actual line of duty when he's away from the office, that's when you get the real deal. Like I said, 4 times he was assaulted. And there was no officer arrest. That's the thing that bugs me the most is, citizens arrest. You try to arrest a police officer, see what happens. It's like your hands are tied. It's not fair. So,
yeah, let's see if they decide to try and find out where we're parked, the name or whatever. I've seen a lot of stations do that.
a little retaliation.
They'll try and come give you a ticket. So, for all you auditors out there, make sure you have a backup plan. Make sure you know where you're going to be able to sneak off to, so to speak. So that they're not going to try and track you and find you and try and do something else to you, like search your car and get a dog and all that sort of thing. And then pretend like there's something going on in your car. I've seen police stash stuff in people's cars on video. They get caught. So,
I was actually retaliated myself recently. I got arrested through the mail somehow. So bogus. They can just write up whatever they want. It's
see,
amazing.
they did that to me too. They wrote up bogus charges and tried to make it stick. They had a real wild story to back it up. Saying I was trying to drive off while they were.
Oh, the police report.
Oh yeah, they were trying to make it sound like I was threatening their lives and everything. It's crazy.
It's
just
my
crazy
my
town.
experience that is the easiest way to violate. Once they can write whatever they want and get another person to
Yeah.
corroborate it,
Exactly.
you're screwed. It's
Yeah,
almost
and
impossible.
then you have to get an expensive lawyer. You have to go through trial, and then it takes weeks and weeks and months. And next thing you know, you're out of a lot of money, a lot of time from work, and in my case, I was out of work for 6 weeks with a concussion. So it's no joke.
and
short-term
during that time you're on disability, so you're making a less income. And then it
Making less
costs you
income.
$400 to file a federal lawsuit if you can find a lawyer to take the case.
I could not find a lawyer to take the case. They don't want to prosecute police because they're like brothers. That's what they keep calling each other, brothers. Every time they go and go, "Hi, brother." Whose side are you on? You on my side or you on their side?
Why is there a difference?
Why is there a difference in
We're
what's
all
going
one
on?
family, aren't we?
Exactly.
We're Americans.
We should all be on the same playing field. It should be even.
Very
These
good.
people work for us. If we're not committing a crime,
Leave us alone.
there's no reason to hem us up, even stop us. Yeah, you can come say hi and be a nice neighbor, but if you come up with an attitude, that's the wrong way to interact with the public. So we're just here to straighten out the score and make sure that they understand what their place is in this community. And they're not here to harass and fine and take away our livelihoods, you know what I mean?
That's right.
They want to wreck our life just because you don't answer their question. That's wrong.
It's not serve and protect, it's harass and collect.
That's what it is. And, us citizens have to come out here. I'm a grandfather with 6 grandchildren. I don't need to be thrown to the ground again, okay? I don't need the harassment. I did nothing wrong. I didn't have a crime, nothing. And they made it into a crime.
They made it with that police report.
They all they
Justified
had-
their actions.
he said disorderly. They had to drop that charge. Then after that, they had to come up with resisting arrest, their favorite one. Resisting arrest.
They dropped the disorderly, came back with resisting?
Yep, and the DA said, no problem, we'll prosecute that one. So then my lawyer gets up there. He's like, so at what point was he under arrest? Bingo, he didn't know what to say.
That's where the law should always prevail. The truth
Yep.
should always prevail. Want to
What
take a
gets
walk
me
around
is
this backside?
they had one person on the jury. I saw him come in. I said, I don't want him on. They got him back on the jury. Then they made him the foreman. They handed him my evidence of my head all scun off where I was bleeding from. And he didn't even look at it. He just tossed it back to the guy behind him and didn't even look at it. So I'm like, oh boy, that's the guy that's gonna, that's gonna, do it. But it was a hung jury 3 times. The judge sent him back. They kept going back, coming back out. Nope, we don't have a decision. So they wanted to try it again. So I had to go back for a second trial.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious, for resisting.
Imagine the taxpayer dollars.
Yes. Wasting their time and
Come
money
on.
somebody that did nothing wrong.
A guy who's got 6 kids, a grandfather, trying
I have 3 boys and 6 grandkids.
a productive member of society.
Yes, I have a great job. And
Right.
there's no reason for
And
it.
here we are violating his civil rights because what? We have an ego insecurity issue.
Yeah, they have a big problem.
Do you know about this? This might be theirs?
I wouldn't go down there.
Just to risk it, just to be safe? Okay.
I'm not sure what the town did for the zoning on this.
Okay.
Once they built this, I don't know if that's. So it says don't enter there. I mean, I'm sure you can go back on this road and be behind everywhere, but I'm not sure whose property is. I'm not sure if it's town road or not. So.
All right, well, we're going to take one last walk in front, I think, right? You want to head out? Oh, they're right there.
Yes.
Our
Yep.
backup has arrived.
Yep.
We haven't had any interaction with any police officers on the streets. It's just in the lobby. So we're going
Came right out and made sure. He's like, "You're in my station." I should have called him out on that.
I
Did you
did.
catch that?
I did. I said, look, just so you
Our
know,
station.
this is
Yeah,
our station. And he goes, no, you're right.
Yes.
He corrected himself. Immediately he realized what we were doing. But if we didn't have these cameras, would that interaction have gone the same way?
I don't think so.
I don't think
if
so.
you went in there and you were just hanging around in the public lobby, they would probably be like, "Hey, if you don't get any business here, get out."
That's right.
I
And
think
give us
that's-
your ID too.
Yeah. Notice how he's real clever. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pull up my pad and what's your name? And who do you represent? We're gonna check you out." No, I'm not gonna give you the information.
My name is Leroy.
I did.
Whatever, Jerome.
Yeah.
So,
I would almost said good citizen, but I'm
good
like,
citizen.
I'm just saying, I'm just not gonna give you the information.
Good for you.
Because
I respect
I'm
that.
not gonna be a smart.
And I wanted him to respect it too, the difference. I wanted him to see the
Absolutely.
difference that he has to change. Sorry, folks. No problem.
Let's go.
All right, guys.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon.
Go to another location, maybe.
We're gonna cross the street probably. Yeah, we'll probably go back down this way, and we'll walk back up the other side and get a further shot, and then we can go about our business from there.
All right. Looks like it's brand new. Long as it's built.
Yeah, well, it said 2015 on the sign
15,
inside.
so-
Yeah.
Fairly new, 3 years old. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, considering we should have seen.
Yeah, I'm an OG too. Been around for a while. I've done some time in upstate New York. Came out. It was actually off of Albany, New York. I have an insight into the inside of the collective blue, or thin blue line, which is not that thin.
Blue ISIS.
Yeah. Blue ISIS.
And they act like a gang and they pile up on somebody.
I was recently speaking to a Captain Ronald Young from Amherst, Massachusetts. I said to him, look, this dissension thing isn't going to change if nothing changes. I mean, we're just doing the same thing here, violating people's rights. And it's not the 99, it's not the one officer that does the wrong deed, it's the 99 that don't say something about it. There is a collective unit here that goes against society, against society. It's not brothers in arms against us. It's wish that the police officers in the United States of America can see what's happening and where we're headed. Because you'd have to be an idiot, you know. I mean, you really have to be an idiot at this point. Technology.